wanted to start something of my own. That was always in me, that I had to start something of my own. So I had interned at a counseling center called Asha in Ananagar, and I wanted to set up something similar to that. So in order to gain experience only, I went for a job at YRG. Once I finished a year there, and then I thought it was very stereotypical. I wanted to work with different kinds of people. I wanted to do different kinds of counseling. So I started Sampoon Counseling Center, which is my own center, in 2007 May. Here at Sampoon, we provide all types of counseling, that is educational counseling, career counseling, marital counseling, family counseling, counseling for children with behavioral problems, workplace counseling, stress management, anger management, etc. I also provide soft skill training for schools and colleges and corporates. Soft skill training on topics such as motivation and goal setting, anger management, stress management, memory improvement techniques and the like. It has been a little more than 4 years since I've started Sampoon, and it has been going great guns. I also head ESK Learning Center, which is a center for children with learning difficulties. This was founded actually by my mother, and she is a rehabilitative professional, and she's been running the school for 15 years. Recently, she was the former director of Spaston. So when she joined Spaston, I took up ESK Learning Center as well. Here we train children with learning difficulties, that is dyslexia. We give them one-to-one individual coaching, and we teach them by the remedial methodology. Recently, last November, I started with a new project, that is Sahayata, wherein I give vocational training to the children of ESK Learning Center and to multiple disabled children who are trainable, who have finished their 12th standard and are trainable and are seeking some kind of a job. Because mostly they will not be placed in any company, or they cannot start anything of their own. So I give them vocational training where we make candles, jute bags, paper bags, cloth bags, decorative candles, garden torches and the like. So this we started in last November, and it has been going good. One major factor that influenced me was one of my seniors in Madras School of Social Work called Mr. Ganesh Kumar. He was a victim of an accident. So but in spite of the accident, he had a major spinal injury, and it was a very bad accident, and he had to start to learn to walk, talk, etc. again. So his motivation and his determination to succeed in life highly influenced me, and I worked very closely with him. So it really influenced me, and he motivated me to start something of my own. So as I said earlier, the seed to start Sampoon started with Ganesh. So he only told me, why can't you start something of your own? So the first thing I told him is, see, I don't have a place. See, my mother is running a school, so I don't have a place. See, because I was an overprotected child. Okay, basically because of my disability and other things, I was an overprotected child. So I said, no, my mother will not allow me to go anywhere. My parents will not allow me to go outside and work. So this was my main concern. So he said, so what, you can just start in your own room, or you can start in your school building. So this building, the house behind only, we were staying there for 21 years. So I started my counseling center in my own room itself. Initially my parents were bit hesitant because they didn't know how it will start, and this place is very interior, so how do I reach out to people? All these were a big question. So what I basically did was I gave a newspaper article saying we are going to start a counseling center where we will provide all types of counseling and training programs, soft skill training programs, and it will be started by me. And I did put all my qualifications, and I just gave my number in a reputed newspaper. So I said, so if this is going to come this weekend, I will start. Otherwise, I'll drop the whole idea. So what I did was, luckily it came. I never expected it to come because I'm not a very popular person or anything, so I didn't expect it to come, but luckily for me it came. So immediately what I did was, I just turned my study table, I just put it up in an office setup, and I just pulled some chairs and I put it up. So this is how it happened, and I started receiving many calls from nearby areas like Malapur, Tenampet, and other places also. So immediately one person came for educational counseling for his son. So that was my first client, and that is how I started Sampoon in a very small way. And then for 4 years I did the same thing. I was in my room and I was taking classes, and I was taking counseling sessions as well. Same ESK Learning Center also was run in my room only, and it was the same way. It was in a very small scale. And then last year only we built this house. So at the time of building the house, I told my parents that I needed a counseling center separately, and I did not want to do the same thing in my room because it will not look nice. Because by that time, by the 4 years time, we had grown. Many people came to know about me, my friends. I had a lot of clientele. So basically I said I wanted something separately because I was becoming popular. I could see that I had many journalists coming in, I had many friends coming in, so I needed something separately. So they gave me this space, and exclusively for me, for my counseling center Sampoon, and then for ESK Learning Center as well. And now I have also started this new venture of Sahayata. That's how it happened. I had a girl who she is a borderline mentally retarded child. So she completed her 12th standard just this year. So that was a very great moment for me, because for 5 years she was not able to complete. And this time I trained her so well, and when the parents came in and when he called me and he said, oh, I only told them that she has cleared. So the father was very happy, and it satisfied me a lot. That was one of the best moments